What is happening, Vape fam? Joe of All Vapes coming at you. Another edition of PNW AM Reviews, if it wasn't already obvious. Coffee in hand, Hugh Hefner robe going on. Good vapes, and we're going to have some good times. So, if this is your first time joining me for some AM reviews, thank you very much. Please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel and give me a follow on Instagram and Twitter. I've been doing some digs over there as well. So, let's just have a nice slow morning. We're going to talk about some fun stuff today. We are talking about this little guy. This is the Ezipo Mech mod. Now, Ezipo, company out of China. I was contacted by them through a marketing agent that I work with for VBS, the guys that make the iron surface squonk mods. You might have seen some of the reviews that I've done a little while back. This is a single 18650, which I was a little slightly disappointed in, but you know what? It's just because I'm big on the 2700 mods these days, but it's not like I'm going to take every 18650 thing that I have and just start tossing it in the trash, you know what I mean? You collect the old with the new, but this is still a really, really good mod, and I was kind of impressed by a few different types of features on this thing. We'll get a little bit more of an in-depth review. I'll bring the camera down and you can just kind of see what it is that I'm talking about this bad boy. Now you can't buy this on the open market as yet, but I will tell you two things. Number one, how you can get a hold of the person that can tell you anything you want to know about this. And number two, the site that you'll probably be buying it from once it hits the open market. So let's check this little guy out and we'll do our thing. Alright guys, this is the Ezipo Mech mod. Now, if you're thinking what I was thinking originally, this is probably not the best name for a mech mod of this obvious aesthetic quality, but they actually are working on a name for this, but Ezipo is the company that makes this mod right now. So let's just kind of get an overall look of what we're working with right now. Now, for the nerds, I am already going to bust out my electronic digital calipers here, and we're going to give you some dimensions. Top flush portion of the 510 connection is about 24 millimeters. So if you have a 24 millimeter Addy, anything below that is gonna definitely not gonna have any overhang. I suppose you could put a fat boy on this, but why bother? Most are within about 24 millimeters. Okay, so 93.6 millimeters in total length with the button extended on the bottom. So the one thing I will mention about this bad boy is that it is a hybrid 510 connection, which I really, really love. The bottom button mechanism just completely unscrews like this. And as you can see, copper lining on pretty much everything. Single 18650. The internals of this are pretty much lined 100% with a copper plating. The bottom portion of this is the copper tubes. You can see all around on the inside, just nice, smooth looking coppers. So that's gonna offer you the best conductivity on this bad boy. There's two things I like about this button mechanism. First of all, the spring is very tense. A lot of tension going on that thing. A lot of people don't like that, but I like it because you can take the whole mech, battery in, place it flat on a table like this, and it's not going to fire. It's got a solid amount of tension on that spring, which is good. For those of you out there that are just a little bit more crafty and like you know, your different little options and whatnot, you can actually lock this button into place just by screwing it in with your thumb like so. So there you go, a totally flush button. If you have any fear of firing, sticking it in your pocket and you don't want to fire it or something like that, then you don't have to worry about it. It's not going to plunge back up. So let's just move right along here. We're going to get straight to the best part of this mech mod, conductivity. Okay, so copper lining in pretty much everything, as most of you guys should know by now. Copper is one of the best conductors. I've got a couple of different RDAs that we're going to be working with here. First of all, the Karat RDA that you, as far as I know, you can only get with the Ultra Coils 24 karat mech mod. We're going to try that out with this one. And the new Combo RDA by ijoy Global. Different 510 lengths on these two as far as the 510 pins, the internal pins. As you can see, this one comes out a little bit longer on the Karat RDA than on the Combo one, is almost flush with the 510 squonk pin right there. So we're just going to kind of play around with those and just see the different kinds of conductivity we can get out from some different RDAs. So first, let's start up with the Combo RDA. And basically what I'm looking for here is rate of fire, the speed of the fire and just how nice it's gonna burn. So I'm gonna bust out a little bit of cinnamon glazed blueberry scone from my guys over at Barista Brew. My brother from another mother runs the marketing for this company. I'm gonna fire this bad boy up. You'll be able to hear it, you'll be able to see it, but let's take the cap off just so you can get a little bit of a better look. Check this out. Immediate fire, baby. Watch my finger. Boom, 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 boom. Look at that, beautiful. We'll just give it a nice solid little burn. There you go. So really, really solid, amazingly good conductivity. That is what I love to see when I bring the camera back up. Okay, so that is on the Combo RDA, and we'll take the cap off of that. You can kind of get a little bit of a look-see. The cotton is kind of funky. It looks like it just woke up in the morning, kind of like me. Okay, let's give this a fire and see what we get here. Okay, little bit of a slower conductivity, but you know what, to be perfectly honest with you, I could put this back on my 24 karat Mech mod from Ultra Coils and it's about the same speed. So that's pretty much just the RDA, but look at that fire, baby. Boom. Okay, so what we're talking about here is speed of fire and conductivity, both A+. What I'm going to do is bring this camera back up. We're going to take another little quick look at just the actual vape of this Ezipo Mech. I'll give you that information where you can get a hold of the person just to kind of give you some info on this bad boy, and we'll bring this review to a close. I'll put a little bit of extra drippage into this bad boy. An immediate fire on this, and I'll take the cap back off just to give you another little quick look-see. Look at that. Ain't that beautiful? Just chucks. I ought to put a couple of dragon coils on this. Well, I can't on the Combo RDA, but so far so good. Loving the Ezipo Mech. Absolutely beautiful color. Now, like I said, you can get this in like blue, red, green, and the pearlescent, obviously. So maybe 4 or 5 colors, maybe. I'll have to look in on that. But you can check this company out on Instagram, Ezipo, that's E, the letter E, Z-I, I had to actually look at the brand name here, P-O. And like I said, you can't get these on the open market as yet, but look into the description below. I will give you the email of the person that you can email up and just ask any question that you might have on this thing. So, quick recap, single 18650 mod. You can get this in a small variety of colors. Copper lined hybrid top 510 connection for just straight solid bypass conductivity. And of course you got the spring-loaded fire button, and it does have a locking mechanism if you twist this clockwise with a nice tense fire spring on this button here, so you can just stand it straight up and down on a table and it's not going to just plunge itself onto the fire position and burn your pocket, you know what I mean? So you'll probably end up finding this on healthcabin.net. They sell a ton of awesome different mods. Incidentally, you can get the Iron Surface Squonk mod, both the hard body model and the resin model that I did in those previous reviews on healthcabin.net. And once this starts hitting the open market, like I said, you'll probably find that there too. So if you have any questions on the Ezipo Mech mod, single 18650, either contact the email below in the description or give me a DM on Instagram, give me a message here on YouTube. or give me an email at joeofallvapes@gmail.com. Okay, so let us bring this edition of AM Reviews to a close. I want to thank Ezipo and VBS for contacting me and allowing me to bust out some of these awesome, sweet little products to all of you guys. Once again, thank you for watching this edition of PNW AM Reviews. If you have not subscribed, please consider subscribing to my channel. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I do my thing over there as well. And make sure you get a little bit of a taste of that Christmas giveaway that I got going on with Zamplebox and Glass E-Liquid. It's a nice special little giveaway that I'm doing just for my YouTube and Instagram viewers and subscribers. So you gotta have some fun with that one, just to kind of help tide in your Christmas gift giving. Either keep it for yourself or give it away. It doesn't make any difference to me. I'm just here to spread the love, you know what I mean? This is Joe of All Vapes, your eye in that vaping sky, wishing you to stay humble. You love yourselves, love each other, keep it cloudy, and by all means, pinky out. Hey everybody, this is Joe of All Vapes. Thank you for watching. For the best in vape reviews, pound that subscribe button, and don't forget, vaping saves lives.